Now, beyond entertaining, movies sometimes are used as tools to highlight some pressing social issues, raise awareness about pressing matters, show an alternative perspective, or proffer solutions to some lingering challenges. Now, this is exactly what acclaimed filmmaker Kunle Afolayan hopes to achieve with this new movie, Tenants of the House, as it takes on the issues of age-long clashes between herdsmen and farmers in Nigeria.
This is a scene from Kunle Afolayan's new movie, Tenants of the House, centered around the age-long battle between herdsmen and farmers in Nigeria. To interpret, the acclaimed filmmaker is shooting a big part of the movie in real Fulani Herdsmen settlement on the outskirts of Ilorin, the Kwara state capital in north-central Nigeria. The story, which explores the theme of vengeance, communal clashes, politics and love, follows a young man who witnessed the gruesome murder of his father as a young boy by a group of aggrieved herdsmen.
Okay, so tell him he should stay there. You should be watching me. He's watching them, and by the time I get to him, he will run that way. It was challenging, especially with the language. It was here that I got to know that a lot of people who are Fulani can't even speak the language. Majority of them speak Hausa instead, and we manage because we have some people who interpret for us, and that really gladdens my heart. A lot of them, to me, one of them, there's a particular guy, Adams, who's for me is my third AD, and somehow they cooperated. I mean, if you look around, you see that what time is it? It's getting late, and all these children are still up, and they're with us all the way. So it's one of those things. It was a major challenge, but we scaled through.
The movie is a screen adaptation of a same-titled book written by medical doctor turned politician and writer Wale Okediran, who served as a member of the Nigerian House of Representatives between 2003 and 2007.
During my childhood, I witnessed so many incidents of clashes between farmers and the cattle rearers. So the theme has been in my mind all along. So when I got into the National Assembly, I just thought it out like, look, why don't I write a story around this issue? Make a member of the House to be interested in finding a solution to this problem, to enact a bill to solve the problem of these incessant clashes, and that became the theme of the book. And even in doing that, I did a lot of research. I traveled to Fulani settlement that was between Bauchi and Jos, Labrador, where I stayed with the Fulanis about a few days to learn their culture, to do everything.
The plot forms a major topic of discourse in the country at the moment. Taking up the challenge of making that movie came first with a big concern for the director.
Ask him about the line, because I can't hear what they're saying. So ask if the dialogue is okay. If it is, I just want a close-up on his face.
Scene 2/115 slate 297 take 1. 8 times.
Camera set.
Camera set.
Well, at first, yes. The original book was brought to me, but I haven't had the time to read it. And when this adaptation came, I read it. I had my reservation, but honestly, somehow I was challenged, and I said, "Look, this is not a political. It doesn't have political undertone. It's a political film, and it's a theme that a lot of people will shy away from." So. And I said, look, I'll take this upon myself, to also let people see, that side of me. I believe at the end of the day, instead of causing controversy, I think it's going to bring a lot of excitement, because people will see the Fulani, you know, in a light that they've never seen them before, and that is really exciting for me.
Chris Ihua is one of the more experienced Nollywood actors on the project. He has to work with some of the host villagers, some of whom are extras in the movie.
Okay, first thing that I see inherent to the movie is a salient and silent anecdotes that deal with the dichotomy in the different elements in Nigeria's existence, from population to cultural divide to somewhat religious and tribal sentiments and everything, you know, including leadership at the top. There's one thing we often say in Nigeria, but unfortunately we hardly practice, which is unity in diversity. Nigeria is on record to have over 250 and counting ethnic groups and settlements in Nigeria. But our strength lies in our unity. A great example is our football team, you know, from a Calabar goalkeeper in Enyama to a striker in Ahmed Musa to a defender in Oge Onyanzi and a midfielder in what's his name, Ndidi, Wilfred Ndidi. What makes Nigeria strong is our cultural diversity that brings us together as one. If we can come together as a strong, indivisible nation, we'll be stronger, we're better for it. Just like, you know, the football team, like I often tell.
Shooting in a remote environment at night means extra work for the crew. Lightings have to be just perfect even for a night scene. The discussion around a long-lasting solution to end the challenge is still ongoing in the country. These filmmakers, in their own little way, are joining the conversation and maybe help the country visualize some suggestions even before they are implemented.